Hello, welcome to Laura's Painted Middies. I am Laura, and today we're working on some cultists. So I kind of started testing out a little bit this morning. Some color mixes. This is burgundy wine right here. And then this is a mix of burgundy wine and it's called Wolfsbane Purple. The Wolfsbane is actually up here because I always have a problem with it kind of like going out of solution doing this pretty quickly. So I was kind of just curious if I just had a bad bottle. I've had it for a while, but this is without adding any water to it, so it's just kind of one of those colors that's just really transparent on its own. And then this is mostly Wolfsbane Purple right here, kind of thinned. Again, probably didn't need the thinning. Now I know. And then we've got a mix of Wolfsbane Purple and Runic Purple right here. And then up here is going to be just the Runic Purple. So kind of leaning probably more towards like a red violet, which I'm okay with. I was thinking just in general, some sort of a purple. So, which red violet is a sort of purple? Okie dokie. So it's mostly base coated with the burgundy wine. I did do some tests here and there of some of the other colors, wet blending though. These are probably going to be colors that I may need to end up punching up a bit. So we'll see. How is everyone? The weekend is coming up. Do people have any fun plans? My only plans are to get groceries. And I am looking forward to not having any other plans. I'll probably also be doing a lot of prep work for one shots. I mean, technically, the painting that I've been doing is prep work. But I guess when I say doing prep work, I usually mean like, looking over the pre-generated characters I've made, looking through what I have. I've got some of those, like, nice spell cards quite often. I need like multiples of the same spell. So I've gone on Canva and I use that. Like I have like the paid account because I use that for various things. And I don't have like any Word or Microsoft stuff. So I used that and created kind of a template for being able to make my own copies of spell cards and whatnot. I try to remember to keep those, and I don't have to always keep making new ones as far as like, the same spell. And then I do have at least one druid in one of the one shots. Might be two. Although, I think there might be a druid that I made. It's for one of the other one shots that I actually had made it earlier this year. I just didn't get to run it. So that one shot, I have pretty much everything prepped for. I just need basically to go back over it and be familiar with the different creatures and such. So this you can at least see that it's different color because it's the Wolfbane's purple that I had, specifically the thin down one. It's kind of a fun effect, I think, over the magenta. Well, it's not really magenta. Over the burgundy. I have actually switched to the Wolfsbane purple now. That isn't thin down at all. So you can see like how thin it already is. That it's working just fine. Not being thinned. Still really subtle though. So I'm kind of wondering if I should actually have maybe instead base coat the others, or base coat it with the Wolfsbane, and then came in the shadows with the darker colors. But oh well. So yeah, then I also try to make cards for any magic items too, if I'm gonna plan to give out some cool stuffs. It's a one shot, so I mean, why not? I do want these to stay somewhat dark though, so I'm not too concerned either. It's just more of making sure I actually get some highlights. and got in some D&D last night. Which was fun. There was a lot of kind of lore dump. Not as much as what the DM was hoping for because we were rolling poorly, but he still gave us some stuff just because was certain things that were definitely important for us to figure out, learn. Almost forgot I had coffee. So that was fun. Still kind of like getting used to the group because there's not really anyone else that I knew beforehand. I knew the DM. There's one other player I already know because she's in my campaign. um, other than that, I didn't know anyone else. So while there's both me and my character learning and meeting new people and trying to join their party in both cases. But yeah, it was fun. Got to do some RP. I'm playing a warlock, Pact of the Fathomless, and kind of the backstory being that he's on a ship when a storm suddenly moved in on us. We were not able to maneuver quickly to get out. And lightning struck one of the masts that had the lookout spot in it, which I was up in there with the quartermaster of sorts, because they were supposed to be training me. But then the mast broke and we fell into the water. And a big rogue wave came down on top of us and of course the ship. And then so that's also kind of like the story too of how I gained the pact with the Fathomless, of kind of getting a vision when it seemed like I was, thinking I was dead, seeing this figure and commending me for my respect of the sea. asking for my devotion to them in return for my life, basically. I really like how Mark really flavors and when the characters in his campaign level up to that point where they get, you know, their subclass. It's really cool and fun. How he, like, yeah, will kind of come up with like a narrative reason for why they suddenly are having these special powers or these special packs sorts. I was joining at their level in this campaign, so I kind of got to do that for myself. I am thinking I'll try and do something similar for my campaign. My characters are at that point where my players are at that point where their characters are leveling up to level 3. Funny thing is I don't think they've actually stopped and introduced each other to or done much talking with each other. There's been a lot going on from the moment they first met each other. But we're at a point now where I am going to make sure that it's very clear narratively that there is time here to, you know, say hello. By the way, my name is blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to get kind of better blend as well as make sure my shadows aren't disappearing. We'll still probably need to do a glaze. At least we got a better start for that than what I had before. What I had before was definitely more of like just kind of sketching things in. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is use that Wolfsbane purple, specifically the mix that I have that is got some water mixed in, and use that for a glaze because it's really right over here is that. And you can see it all around here too. That was just 2 drops of water because I would have done it like I normally thin down for layering. So yeah, it's one of those paints that does not need much thinning at all. So you can see it is helping to kind of get some better blending, smooth out some of those areas that were maybe a bit stark. And then you can come back in with that your highest highlight or darkest shadow if you feel like either has gotten lost. Which I'll probably do like another thing of my highest highlight. I might even come in with some thin down pure white and do, especially now that I have pretty much confirmed Wolfsbane purple. It's a specialty. It was like it came in one of their Halloween bags. So it is, I would say it is similar to the clear purple in a lot of ways. So I think the clear purple doesn't have quite as much of a, I think this like it comes off a little bit red. Like there's just an ever so slight bit of redness instead of just a straight purple like clear purple is. So yeah, I might yeah, especially since Wolfsbane purple is very transparent. I might just thin down some white and bring in some much stronger highlights. And these are okay, but they can go a little bit higher. And you know, you gotta remember most people are looking at it from this far away. So so even though up close you can see it and it looks good, it's decent. When you're going to get further away with something this small, you kind of need some stronger highlights, and that's something that I really tend to not do. But yes, and that's probably a good place to stop for today. It's a little bit short. But yeah. Here, not sure I ever actually showed. These are the paints I used for making mixes for today. Monday. I am not sure. I guess it'll be to finish these guys up. Got them based, obviously, but I want to come in and just kind of add in some actual coloring, paint them so that they kind of just better match the rest of the mini. It's not too bad right now, I think. Yeah. So that's probably what we'll do Monday, because these are just minis that I'm painting to sell, and right now I really need to spend my extra time painting for some one shots since these can wait. I don't have any. They are not commissioned or anything. So it's not like someone is waiting for them, other than, if you're, I suppose if there's someone who has heard that I'm painting these to sell, then there's those waiting for it to be put up on eBay. But yeah. So have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday. Bye.